Jess here, and welcome back to my channel. I was going to say challenge, but this is another video for PLANMAS, and I am planning the week of last week. Look at the dates in a second, but I used this Brunchmas kit from Caress Press. This was exclusive art to her this year, and I thought it was so cute. And I just love the brunch idea, and you know I love food in art, so I had to pick this one up. And I thought this would be cute for the week before the holiday. But yeah, that's why I picked this one. And we're also going to pair it with matte bronze from Scribble Prints Co, a confetti bundle, as well as a little bit of gold deco from Sadie's Stickers. I kind of liked the idea of having some snowflakes and candy canes with it, just to add a little bit more the holiday season to it. But here's the matte bronze, super pretty. Usually when I use matte bronze, I try not to bring like any other foil in because it's, you know, the gold is a lot more bright, but what are you gonna do? I think I just wanted to add a little bit more of my seasonal stuff to it, so I think it works out in the end. I'm going to completely butcher this bottom washi. As you can see here, I put this on completely crooked. I used undo, but the sticker just seems kind of wrecked. Like it's all curled up and the foil won't stick back onto it properly at the edges. So it kind of curled a bit, the foil and like the foil sticker and the bottom washi. So I had to bring in a bit more actual gold because obviously I had wasted those matte bronze bows, and I don't actually have any more matte bronze in confetti, so I just brought in some more snowflakes to go with the other stuff, but they're just bright gold. But it wasn't a great start to this spread. I was just like, I took a break from there, like after Heidi popped in. And I just like to look like I ruined it already, but oh well. It turned alright out. It turned okay out well, what am I saying? It turned out okay in the end, but the bottom washi is not really what I wanted it to be. And I didn't realize the matte bronze, like confetti, wouldn't look so great on that green, so I should have swapped it around initially, but oh well. Oh well. You live and you learn. Not every spread can be perfect. The next week, for the actual holiday week, my base might be a bit longer than this one because I like made sure to do everything really, really carefully. And I'll probably do that on New Year's too, just like try and make it as perfect as I can and take my time and enjoy it. But yeah, now I'm just putting in the little boxes in my normal way. Very cute. I think, you know, you've probably heard me in a few videos being like, well, maybe, well, Andrew messaged me like, hoo-ho to about Christmas, because I have been a little bit down. I apologize for that, but I'm sort of like going through a thing about it, you know, like, now that I live in another country and have no access to any of my family, it feels sort of disconnected from that whole tradition, because obviously it's never been religious for me. It's been about like what other people force the day to be. Like I've never like actively think much about Christmas, to be honest, but now I'm just kind of like, I think about it in terms of just Luck and I and what we like to do, it's just not that much. So, you know, like I feel like a lot of people say this about like planet kits that they choose, that they like it to match what they do in the week. And I've never done that because I feel like that's just impossible in the long run. Plus, you know, these are not what Christmases look like for me. I've got my tiny little tree up, and sometimes I put the lights on, and most of the time I forget. And that's like it. There's nothing else Christmassy in my life. And I have, like, it's the 21st and I still haven't watched any films. I don't know. I just coming to grips that, like, just because it's culturally a holiday for me, it doesn't actually have a lot of meaning at the moment. Granted, I will say that we just got in our holiday week grocery list, and we've got like grocery order, and in the food shop we got a bunch of stuff. They had like a turkey roll, like just a kilo of turkey breast, so we picked that up. But we also picked up for the day we want to have steak, so we got some steak, and then they actually had pork belly, which is very rare to find in Finland, I find, in terms of at the normal food shops. So we got that, and probably cut that in half and maybe have it this week, but also save it because I really want to make this soy sauce pork belly, which I used to have from this amazing Malaysian restaurant in Australia. But anyway, I digress. We got our special meats that we're gonna have over the course of the week, and we got like the Brussels sprouts and the carrots and the parsnips and the potatoes. So like using this Brunchmas kit, it's like I'm all about the food, yo. I'm all about the food, and I'm really excited to eat some of my Christmas cake as well, which, as we've been marinating in brandy for a couple of weeks. And so I'm looking forward to those kinds of things. That's kind of reflected in the kits that I chose, but it's still like, meh. But I think that's okay, because, most of the world doesn't even celebrate it. It's just a cultural thing for me, and it's, I don't know, it's a bit harder when you're like, I feel like it was a whole thing growing up, is that you'd have to go to your family's places, and my parents are divorced, so, I'd go to multiple Christmases. And now that we're this far away and, no one can actually travel, still, it's not really about that family thing anymore, so I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling it. That's just a theory I've got. Yeah, that's just me. Although, let me know, like, what you did with your family at Christmas, because I always think about it like, sometimes we'd have, like, the traditional Christmas, with, like, the turkey and ham, like, that's really, like, what's big in Australia. My family was never into seafood, so although a lot of Australian people like to have prawns and lobsters and stuff for crawfish for Christmas, we were never into that. We had like traditional Christmas food, and German potato salad. My mom would always make that because her mother was German. We'd always have Pfeffernusse, which are little German spice cookies, biscuits with icing, really delicious. There was only ever one brand of bag sold a year, like in Australia, and we'd always get that, and they were so yum. But then also, my other side of the thing is like my dad's side of the family, where my papa was from Ireland, my nana was from the Netherlands, and my auntie is Filipino. So and then we didn't really have anything Irish or Dutch at Christmas, because my nana would make spaghetti bolognese, because that's like the thing she would make, is her spaghetti bolognese, which I always loved. And my auntie Blenda would bring homemade spring rolls, which I still argue are the best spring rolls I've ever had in my life. And she'd bring like flavored rices, like fried rices, and lamb chops, I think was mostly it, or they pork chops, I can't remember. And for dessert we'd have trifle filled with too much booze for children to be eating, but that was my nana. And also applesauce, which she would cook as well herself, like just applesauce straight up in a bowl. It was delicious. Like hers was sort of chunky, and I loved her applesauce. And like that's what we'd have for Christmas at that that family, with my cousins. And every year, well, almost every time I'd visit, my papa would make the joke of like, do you want a beer? And I'd be like, no, I'm a child. And he's like, good, I don't have any beer. That was his sense of humor. But so even then it felt like not Christmas. But let me know what you have for Christmas or do with your family, if you celebrate it, of course. But yeah, that always made me laugh. I always think of like that kind of food instead of other things, which is might be why we're getting steak. Also because steak is very expensive here. We don't have it all the time, so it's like a nice treat. So yeah, I'm just putting it on. PLANMAS started on the Monday, so this is the 13th of December week, and I'm just putting in all the videos that went up, and just I put in a bunch of Adorably Amy designs, tiny text for Plan With Me's, and then just writing in the rest of the videos that went up, and seemingly everyone's been really enjoying it. I'm so glad. It's always like daunting to think about PLANMAS every year of like, what am I going to even put? But then being sick and not being able to do voiceovers gave me sort of backlog of Plan With Me, so I was like, yay, I can actually do PLANMAS this year, because I wasn't sure if I was able to. But with these extra Plan With Me's, it gave me a bit more. Because last year I did like all of my sticker organizations and collections, and I didn't think I should do them 2 years in a row. So I'll probably do them next PLANMAS. Fingers crossed that I'm still planning then, like still doing my YouTube channel and stuff. I don't feel like quitting. I really enjoy doing my YouTube channel, even if I'm a total downer in my voiceovers. I don't mean to be. It's just like, some self-exploration, thinking about why I feel certain things. I think today I should just put a Christmas movie on and start feeling it, I really want to watch The Holiday, which is still on Finnish Netflix until the 31st. I love The Holiday. But on The Holiday, I really want to watch Arthur Christmas. I watch it every year because it's literally always on Netflix around the world. Like, they've never taken it off. And at one point in Australia, it was the only Christmas film on Netflix during Christmas. Just Arthur Christmas. And I really enjoy that one because it's like, I feel like it's a little, I don't know, because it's British and it's about Santas and like a legacy of Santas. You should watch it. It stars James McAvoy, which, I mean, he's not himself in the film, it's animated, but I love James McAvoy, and it's such a good British film, So I highly recommend that one, especially if you're looking for something a little less conservative. I don't know. I also feel like lately a lot of Christmas films feel very conservative, and I'm not conservative. And I'm sorry if you are and you're offended by that, but that's just not me. And I don't know. I like different kinds of Christmas films, I guess. Oh, the Jim Carrey's A Grinch I would like to watch as well. And I know Christmas of the Cranks is on Disney Plus, although every year I'm just like, since I started watching it like 2 years ago, so if it'll be the third year that I watch it this year, I'm like, why don't they just let them not celebrate? What's so awful? They're still giving to charity. I don't understand. I'm always like, why? But it makes me laugh. But I really love Jamie Lee Curtis, so, that levels it out. So Monday, obviously I had to put in Coffee Monday as per usual and film Plan With Me using Ice Cream Joe scripts because, of course, they're gorgeous. And we had groceries delivered. I decided to use just grocery run from the Matt Bruns thing. And then I just marked that I had my sore arm because the day before I fell over on the ice and I was holding something in my left hand, so my right hand went out to support myself, which is always a mistake. It wasn't broken or anything, but I think I like hyperextended a nerve or something like that, because like from my elbow through to my fingers, like it was just pain, like it was sore. I can still move it and everything, so I don't think I hurt it otherwise, and it's all good now, but it was a sore arm, so I had to rest it a bit, which I'm very behind on drawing now, and just December, so just nothing's happening, so I'm going to be spending probably all January catching up, working hard, but that's okay. We can do it. We will do it. And maybe just the self-imposed time off will do some good. get us back into the swing of things. Then we've been watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend the past 2 weeks because I don't know, luck gave in and is watching it. So we've been watching it together, and it makes my little heart full because it's my favorite TV show of all time. And I'm using little pretzel icons from Plan Hannah because if you know Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, pretzel is a big motif through it. But yeah, been really enjoying rewatching all of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. This is actually my third watch through, third or fourth of the first 2 seasons, third of the second 2 seasons. But I love it. I'm so happy Luck's gonna finally get all my jokes I do all the time from it. And Tuesday, it was payday. I did some planning in my my future planner, next year's planner. I was just going through and updating monthlies and stuff. Then I have a little bit of build IKEA. I was feeling adventurous because I still have to make 3 more cupboards for our Calags, like the built-in cupboards, and I made 1, and that's where I've gotten so far. Because then I was like, you know what, my arm hurts. Why am I building a cabinet right now? It was a impulse. Then I did some drawing work, watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and we cooked tacos that night. And that Crazy Ex-Girlfriend script is also an Adorably Amy Designs custom tiny text. They're perfect for TV shows that you watch a lot. So I have The Simpsons, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Psych, and Always Sunny, because we like to bitch those shows. And as you can see, they fit perfectly. So Wednesday, what happened? It was this week was literally last week. I'm like this every single time, but now I'm caught up. But yes, actually, what hurt worse than my arm was my butt. Oh, one of my butt cheeks hurt so bad from falling over. Dang ice patch. I don't know. It's gonna happen at least once to you every winter here. It's just icy, man. Let's just say that in Finland, they don't salt the ice, sidewalks or anything. They just put down gravel. So there's a bit more grip, but there's still, ice. But, I think Finns have a way of walking on ice that they don't slip, but I think it takes a long time to develop such a walk. I think it's described as walking like a penguin, which obviously I haven't worked out yet, but I will. So we did some more work, very, very, very slowly. I just couldn't work for very long periods each day, just my arm. I don't know. And now I'm just mentally checked out. It's terrible. But we will be catching up on all that stuff in January. And at the moment, I don't really have to release anything on shop. My current themes are whatever. So I'll probably just be taking a little break from my shop to get these customs done. Make them my priority. Oh yeah, Wednesday, my mom sent a gift basket that day, so it was delivered, and it was just a bunch of snacks, and we did a whole load of the dishes. We really needed to do the dishes, so I just put it in because you got to do the dishes sometimes. And it was a big lot. We did 2 goes of the dishes that day in the dishwasher, and I was playing some Animal Crossing. I'd be moving around some, trying to finish up some of the parts I've been working on, but I sort of lost a little bit more steam from after update 2.0, but that's alright. Just been collecting items and working on the Planning Paradise DLC. This week I actually finished the storyline. Technically I did 30 houses, but obviously there's still a bit more stuff to unlock past that, so I like to work on a house here and there. And then I just marked mana because I got Korean fried chicken from there. It's a Korean restaurant. And just more crazy ex-girlfriend. I haven't been talking about the PLANMAS videos, but Thursday my winter stickers went up. And here I used... Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I started losing my voice and coughing, so anyway, I used a Letters to Apollo book vacay and Once More Love little Quasimodo sticker because that day we booked our Disney trip for next year. It's very, very tentative. But I thought he matched perfectly for this kit, but also because it's a trip to Disneyland Paris. So the 16th was when they were opening dates past March next year. So I wanted to hop on and book a trip in October for my birthday. And it's good that I went on like 12 p.m. and it was already like October's decimated. And even while I was booking, it was saying like dates are available, but they weren't. So I was trying to book for the 10th, but I ended up booking on the 17th. That's actually when the hotel would go through. And it's a fingers crossed. Obviously, the cool thing about Disney trips is that you can just cancel them and get all your money back. Which is why I sort of booked that. But also, I've been really wanting to go for my birthday and Halloween. I've been to normal Disneyland Anaheim, and I've been to Tokyo Disney 2 times during Christmas. Once on Christmas Day. That was really fun. But I've never seen Halloween. And you know how I feel about Halloween. So I booked it. I still feel very I don't know. Especially with the new variant. Who knows what it'll be in October next year. But France is not too far away from here. It's a 3-hour flight. And then I think they've been doing really well on the COVID restrictions and everything. You need a proof of vaccination and tests and stuff. So fingers crossed that happens. I mean, it's 200 and something days away. So hopefully everything's better then. But I don't mind canceling it. But I booked it for 2 nights and 3 days. So we're planning to fly to Paris in the morning. And put our stuff at the hotel and then go to Walt Disney Studios for the first day, just in the afternoon and evening. And we're hoping to book Chez Remy, the Ratatouille restaurant there for that evening. And then we'll stay the night, and then the next day we'll spend a full day in Disneyland itself, the main park. And then the next day we would fly home, and then Heidi would only be here for 2 nights, so that's not too bad. So that's what we're hoping for. We'll see. I've never been to Disneyland Paris, so it'll be really interesting. And Locke has been there when they were 8, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we'll see. It's not set in stone, but we'll see. I booked it because I was really excited, and then I was like, oh wait, I don't know. But then I binge watched YouTube. We had Indian that night, so I just put in that restaurant with a cute butter chicken sticker from Fox and Cactus. Played Animal Crossing and watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And then Friday did some more work. I made the new logo for my stuff and put it on Instagram and things. I just need to update that logo after 4 years. And then I just binge watched some YouTube again, some Nintendo Animal Crossing streams and things. We got ramen that night and binge watched more Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And we binge watched a lot, so I put it in a bigger box with the binge watch script, and I thought it came out really well. Then Saturday, I put in gingerbread latte from Paper and Milk, which is an old sticker, but because that day we got Starbucks, and I got a gingerbread latte, and I kind of wanted to mug the gingerbread latte, so instead of Starbucks. So I know that it means Starbucks. That's what we got, and I do love a gingerbread latte. Starbucks here, they have the only holiday flavors we have are gingerbread latte, gingerbread, pumpkin spice is still available, and toffee nut. I don't know, toffee nut doesn't sound very exciting, so I just get gingerbread. And then I just marked that luck was on holiday. Well, technically holiday starts on the 20th, on the Monday, but I don't know, we like to start it on the weekend, but they took all of Christmas week off, which was really nice to be able to take off. I think a lot of people at their office did. So yeah, so I started the week off and I just wanted to mark that. And then trying to fit all the crud in. I probably should have used smaller work or smaller gingerbread latte, but whatevs. Such is the fun of sticking stickers in. So what else was I putting in? Oh, was this the day? Is that what I'm marking? We made pickled cucumber. Just from a Japanese recipe where we just lightly pickled some cucumber. You just use rice wine vinegar and sugar. And it's really delicious. We're obsessed. We're obsessed with pickled cucumber. And then Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, obviously. And then that night I barely slept, honestly. So I just put in Insomnia. I just be using a few of those Scribble Prints Co. Freebie sheets that came with orders of the doodles, and I had a red sheet. So I've been using a few of those stickers throughout. Oh, that was a minestrone, not the pickled cucumber. That's Sunday, I guess. We also made minestrone soup. Yep. Which is always delicious. We just do that in the slow cooker. I couldn't see whether that's my soup sticker, not the sticker I use for pickled cucumber now. I'm leaning in to look, but oops. A little spoiler for Sunday. But yeah. I kind of today, I forced myself to wake up early and go to bed early last night because I've been staying awake a long time and then getting up at 11 a.m. which isn't great. So Sunday, that morning we made pancakes. So delicious. We have pancakes with bacon and butter, maple syrup. And that's a sticker from Happy Diet. I just thought it was the most fitting pancake sticker that I had for this spread. And then we binge watched a bunch of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I do know that this Friday The Witcher season 2 came out, but we kind of held off on watching because we were in the middle of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. But we decided to binge it all on Monday, so you'll see that in next time's Plan With Me. And that should go up next week. Now we're caught up with Plan With Me's on this channel. So next Plan With Me, next week, you'll see the day that we just spent watching The Witcher. And we just watched the whole season in one day. But I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first season, but it's just that typical season 2 stuff. But I think it's building up to some really good stuff for next season, which I'm pretty sure it's been renewed. But anyway, binge watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Now I've put in the sticker for pickled cucumber, and we got Burger King. And that night we made gin and tonics. So we had gin and tonic, and then we put the pickled cucumber in it, and it was really yum. That was really good. And then I just filmed this Plan With Me that you're watching because it was Sunday night, and I know I kind of enjoy finishing up my spreads on a Sunday night of the week of that I do, because I still like to do it the week of my actual planning. So that is a completed spread, and I think it looks really pretty, and I'm looking forward to the almost finishing up my plans now, my planner this time, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think this whole year's planner turned out really, really cute. So let me know what you thought of this spread down below, and answer my question, what's your traditional sort of Christmas plans and with your families and whatnot. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week. We've still got PLANMAS going through the 24th, and the 24th is a giveaway, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm not having a haul on Christmas Day anymore, but I'm sure y'all will be busy. I'll be having steak. So hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Look at me putting in that deco. Alright. Bye. Love you. Bye.